Dear students, today we are going to read the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, composed by Edwin Rich. Edwin Rich was born in 1929 and died in 2012. She was an American poet, essayist, and feminist. She was one of the most widely read and influenced poets of the second half of the 20th century. In her poems, she talks about a woman's experiences in her married life. She has tried to explore the inner feelings of a woman who is living under the dominance of men. Edwin Rich was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She is widely known for her active involvement in the women's movement. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. She was strongly against racism and inequality prevailed in human society. In the poem Aunt Jennifer Tigers, the poet describes the oppressed condition of women by males and their dominance. Now, introduction to the poem. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life that a woman experiences. The protagonist of the poem, Aunt Jennifer, represents women all over the world, particularly the women in America during the 1950s. She represents the kind of women who were caught under the oppressive hand of a patriarchal society. The poet Edwin Rich, through the simple lines of the poem, delineates a woman's struggles with expression and rebellion. The 3 quatrains, 4-lined stanza expose the desolating effects of patriarchy. In the first stanza, the poet first introduces us to Aunt Jennifer's dreams. In the second stanza, we are introduced to the reality of Aunt Jennifer's world. The third stanza is a narrative of the future. Now, we will understand the poem. The first stanza is: Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree, they pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. This is the stanza 1. Explanation is: Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance and move across a screen or wall. As in this poem, Aunt Jennifer is doing a needlework on a tapestry. She is needling tigers in the jungle. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance and move across a screen or wall. They are bright colored like the golden yellow jewel topaz color. They are the denizens. Denizen means residents, dwellers of green forest. They are not afraid of the man standing under the tree. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Tigers are not afraid of the man standing under the tree. They are well groomed, shining, and running fast on the panel with confidence. The tigers are fearless. Here, Aunt Jennifer has knitted images of tigers on the panel. They are not real or living tigers. The images of tigers are created by Aunt on the panel with her own hands. The tigers represent her dreams. Her desire is to be free from fear and oppression that control her life, and wants to become brave like tigers. As in these lines, the first 2 lines, the first couplet portrays an idealistic, dream-like world where nothing can go wrong. When the word screen is shown, readers' mind jump to the realizing hobby of needlework where no one is rushed and where they can use their imagination. The words tigers prance, bright topaz denizens, and a world of green are backed by bright, colorful images of exotic animals, tigers moving gracefully among the colors of green and topaz, jumping and moving in the jungle. From these words, people can feel as if they are right there standing in this peaceful scene. Now, stanza 2. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool, and even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard pull. Here, Adrian Rich uses the words fingers fluttering to make Aunt Jennifer's work appear graceful, delicate, and light, as fluttering holds the connotation of birds' wings and feathers, both extremely light and carefree. Aunt Jennifer's hands are moving about her wool to create beautiful images of tigers, but the movement is not easy and smooth. Aunt finds the ivory needle very hard to pull through wool. The uncle's wedding band seems very heavy on her hand. She feels burdened with her marital responsibilities. As through these lines, poet tell us, Aunt always fears from her husband. Her marital life is burdened for her. Through this stanza, the poet wants to carry the fact that a woman does not feel easy to carry her marital life. Her humor does not matter before her husband. She feels so much subjected that the marital bond is a burden on her. This is also with Aunt Jennifer. Now, the third stanza. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hand will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. Through these lines, the poet tells us the final stage reveals Aunt Jennifer will remain terrified always in her life as well as after her death. She will be confident with unpleasant, painful experiences after her death because she is mastered by her husband. She is always scolded by her husband. She was terrified of her husband. The tiger in the panel that she made will go on jumping, moving. They will be proud and unafraid. But Aunt is always afraid of her husband. Now, we will understand the theme of the poem. The poem revolves around the desires and the depressingly harsh realities of Aunt Jennifer's existence, using sharp contrast between the tigers and herself. The tigers appear to be in sharp contrast to her personality. The tiger's actions are smooth, uninhibited, and robust. Has great trouble even to embroider because her movements are so weak. Aunt Jennifer is evidently a lonely, pained old woman plagued by an anxiety. The reason for her miserable plight is the oppressive patriarchal family system wherein the whole soul of the family is the male and it is he who dominates the scene. She creates an alternative world of freedom, a world that she longs for. Poetic devices used in this poem. Irony. It is ironical that Aunt Jennifer's creations will continue to prance freely when she continues to be claimed by the woes of life. Alliteration. fingers fluttering, the repeated yuff sound in fingers and fluttering, alliteration. Prancing proud, chivalric certainty, weight of uncle's wedding. These are the use of alliteration. Metaphor, ringed with ordeals, even death would not fall her. It is also a symbol of operation. Transferred epithet, terrified fingers. Imagery, Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. Imagery, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Symbols, a number of symbols have been used by the poet to emphasize upon the chauvinisms of men and the suppression of the women at their hands. Tiger, bright topaz, fluttering wool, uncle's wedding band, these are the symbols used. Many more symbols, ringed with ordeals. This is an image used by Adrian to express the struggles of the spirit, racial and religious injustice and oppressions that the women suffer but never express or complain. Aunt Jennifer, embroidery, these are used as symbols. Visual imagery, bright topaz denizens, world of green. Personification, they pace in sleek chivalric certainty, the tigers in the panel that she made. These are the used as personification. Rhyme scheme, the poem has a perfect rhyme scheme, AABBCC. This makes it lyrical in nature. Words at the end like screen, green, band, hand, lie, by, etc. bring out a playful rhythm. In this feminist poem, which is critical of the male world, Aunt Jennifer creates an alternate world of freedom in her art. The tigers of Aunt Jennifer's stitchings are representative of her desire of a free spirit, emphasizing the fact that she pines for freedom from her burdensome husband. इस कविता में जिसे एडविन रिच ने लिखा है, ये पुरुष प्रधान समाज के प्रति आलोचनात्मक ढंग से प्रस्तुत किया गया है। आंट जेनिफर के द्वारा बनाई गई कढ़ाई का कार्य, जिसमें उन्होंने चीतों को गर्व के साथ जंगल में उछलते एवं कूदते हुए दिखाया है, निर्भीक होकर के, ये उनके आज़ादी के साथ जीने की अभिलाषा के रूप में दिखाया गया है। आंट जेनिफर अंकल की क्रूरता के खिलाफ हमेशा एक आज़ादी की कामना लिए हुए जीवन भर, और इसी कामना को लिए हुए वो मर गई, और उन्होंने इसी को एक सिंबल वे में दिखाया है चीतों के रूप में, जो निर्भीकता नहीं दिखा पाई, वो चित्रों के माध्यम से चीतों के रूप में दिखाया है। ये उनके आज़ादी के साथ जीने की अभिलाषा के रूप में प्रस्तुत किया गया है। ये आंट जेनिफर की हार्दिक इच्छा है। ये अंकल के क्रूर व्यवहार एवं हमेशा उन्हें प्रताड़ित करने में आज़ादी प्राप्त करने की प्रबल इच्छा एवं कामना है। The first stanza opens with Aunt Jennifer's visual tapestry of tigers who are fearless of their environment. पहली स्टेंजा कविता की ओपन होती है, जिसमें आंट जेनिफर टेपेस्ट्री वर्क्स, कढ़ाई का कार्य करके उसमें चीतों को बनाया है, जंगल में रहते हुए, घूमते हुए निर्भीक भाव से। ब्राइट टोपाज डेनिजन्स ऑफ ए वर्ल्ड ऑफ ग्रीन, हरे भरे दुनिया के निवासी चमकदार टोपाज कलर के ये हैबिटेंट्स निवासी जो जंगल में रहते हैं निर्भीक भाव से, इवोक एन इमेज दैट दीज टाइगर्स आर अनअफ्रेड ऑफ अदर बींग्स इन द जंगल। और ये दिखाया गया है कि जंगल में ये किसी भी और जीवों से डरते नहीं, बल्कि जो दो व्यक्ति नीचे पेड़ के नीचे खड़े हैं उनसे नहीं डर रहे। हियर ब्राइट सिग्निफाइज देयर पावरफुल एंड रेडियंट पर्सोना। देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ सर्टेनिटी एंड कॉन्फिडेंस इन द वे दीज टाइगर्स मूव एज कैन बी सीन इन द लाइन। और एक निश्चितता और पूर्ण भरोसे को दिखाया गया जिस भाव से चीते जंगल में अपने घर में अपने निवास में रहते हैं, जिस निर्भीकता एवं भरोसे को आंट जेनिफर कभी भी प्राप्त नहीं कर पाई। इन द सेकेंड स्टेंजा द रियलिटी ऑफ आंट जेनिफर इज रिवील्ड एज सी इज फीबल वीक एंड इंस्लेव्ड। दूसरी स्टेंजा में आंट जेनिफर की वास्तविकता को दिखाया गया है, जिसमें कमज़ोर महिला के रूप में, गुलाम महिला के रूप में दिखी हैं। वेरी मच द अपोजिट ऑफ द टाइगर सी वॉज निटिंग। बिल्कुल जिन चीतों की वो कढ़ाई कर रही हैं उनके स्वभाव के विपरीत हैं। हर फिजिकल एंड मेंटल ट्रॉमा इज डिपिक्टेड इन द लाइन। शारीरिक रूप से कमज़ोर एवं मानसिक रूप से कमज़ोर दोनों ही स्थितियों को दिखाया गया है। फाइंड इवन द आइवरी नीडल हार्ड टू पुल। जिस सुई से वो कढ़ाई कर रही हैं उसको उस कपड़े में पिरो भी नहीं पा रही, इतनी वीक हैं। इवन दो ए वेडिंग रिंग डजेंट वेट मच। जबकि एक शादी की अंगूठी का वज़न कुछ नहीं होता, लेकिन यहाँ यूज़ किया गया है द मैसिव वेट ऑफ अंकल्स वेडिंग बैंड। अंकल की शादी का जो भार, शादी के बाद से जो उनके जीवन में जो जिम्मेदारियाँ आईं, जिन जिम्मेदारियों को ढोती रहीं, उसको दिखाया गया। उसको मैसिव वेट ऑफ अंकल्स वेडिंग बैंड कहा गया। सिट्स हैवली अपॉन आंट जेनिफर्स हैंड। जो वो जिम्मेदारियाँ हैं वो आंट जेनिफर की उंगलियों हाथ पर बैठ गया जैसे बोझ की तरह से। सिग्निफाइज द अमाउंट ऑफ डोमिनेंस हर हस्बैंड हैज़ एक्सरसाइज्ड ओवर हर। ये दिखाता है कि कितना ज़्यादा डोमिनेंस के साथ अंकल उनके साथ पेश आते हैं। दिस आल्सो मीन्स दैट हर इनर फ्री स्पिरिट हैज़ बीन जेल्ड बाई द पैट्रियार्चल सोसाइटी। और ये दिखाया गया है कि उनके अंदर की जो उत्साह है, जो उनका जो जीवन ईश्वर ने दिया है, वो किस तरह से कैद होकर रह गया है इस पितृसत्तात्मक समाज में। द लास्ट स्टेंजा स्टार्ट्स ऑन ए क्रीपी नोट दैट आंट जेनिफर्स डेथ। और अंतिम स्टेंजा उनकी डेथ को दिखाती है। इवन हर डेथ वुडेंट फ्री हर फ्रॉम द ऑर्डील्स सी वेंट थ्रू विच कैन बी सीन इन व्हेन आंट इज़ डेड। और उनकी डेथ के बाद भी जो जिन बाधाओं को जीवन भर उन्होंने जिया, झेला, वो मरने के बाद भी समाप्त नहीं हो रही हैं। वो उनके मृत शरीर में भी उनके हाथों और उंगलियों में प्रतीत हो रही हैं। टेरिफाइड हैंड्स विल लाई स्टिल रिंग्ड विथ ऑर्डील सी वॉज मास्टर्ड बाई। उनके हाथों की उंगलियां वो भी भयभीत मुद्रा में दिखाई दे रही हैं, अकड़ी हुई। जिन बाधाओं को वो जीवन भर झेलती रहीं, वो मरने के बाद भी वो डर, वो भय, वो जिम्मेदारियां गई नहीं हैं। एंड ऑफ द एंड।